Yo, what's good, YouTube? It is your boy Fro, and we are back with another Call of Duty video, playing some Black Ops 2 here. And in this video, we're gonna just be kind of yapping, honestly. We're gonna be yapping about older things that Call of Duty has, like Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, things that other shooters have that I kind of wish would kind of get implemented into the future Call of Duties. And I would love to get y'all's kind of feedback in the comments. So be sure to leave a comment on what you would like in the next CODs or in the next COD or future Call of Duties. Like this video if you do enjoy this type of video. And yeah, let's get into it. So my first thing, I'm gonna get the elephant out of the room because it's kind of a hot topic right now with the Black Ops 7 Call of Duty announcement. Skill-based matchmaking. I don't like it. I like Black Ops 2. I like the peer-to-peer. Now, I do know with how technology is now, you can't really do peer-to-peer in a bigger game, kind of like Call of Duty right now. I feel like it's kind of it'll probably be too big of a step backwards. So as close to ping is king type of system, I think is the best. After coming back and playing Black Ops 2 and BO1, I've kind of how can I explain this? It just feels like the games feel more organic. Is that the word that I'm trying to? Is that the word I'm thinking of? I don't know. Like I feel like I hop into a game and I don't feel like I'm about to get tossed into this stress pool of everyone's sweating their ass off using the same meta weapons all the time. Like I feel like since I've been playing Black Ops 2, I get such a variety of players. I get my snipers, I get my, you get your few that use the MSMC and the M8A1, but then you have your people like me in this video. I'm using the MTAR. Well, at this point in the video, I don't know if I'm using the MTAR yet, but I do end up using the MTAR. I start popping off, but that's neither here or there. Some people use the MTAR. I love the MTAR. The Type 25, the SCAR, the PDW, the MP7. Like I see such a good variety of weapons and play styles, and some games are super sweaty. Sometimes I get my ass handed to me, and then sometimes I'm going off. And I know a lot of people kind of like, oh, you just want the older COD so you can pub stomp. No, that's not. Yes, pub stomping was a thing, and a lot of people did it, but like it's more of a. I don't think people realize pub stompers. They only post. They only post the videos where they really pop off. Everyone has games where they get shit on, and I feel like that's the beauty of these older Call of Duties. You get to go in and you never know what type of game you're gonna have. I feel like in these newer CODs, it's kind of just like once you get to like a certain area of using of like talent, you kind of get put in these super sweaty lobbies. And honestly, even people that aren't very good, like I have one friend, he's not the best at Call of Duty, but he stopped playing Call of Duty just because it felt like all the games he got into were just too much. And I feel like with this new type, not new, Jesus, it's very old, it's like 12, 13 years old. This older type of skill-based matchmaking, not really skill-based. Ping is king, that's what I was trying to say. The games feel more just like relaxed, and you don't always have to sweat it out. And I feel like you can back out, and get into a new game, and it could be a lot better. I feel like in these newer CODs, you back out and get into a game, it's gonna be almost the exact same game, just different people, and it's just pretty stressful. And I don't want to stick on to skill-based matchmaking too long. I feel like I've already talked about this for 2 minutes too long. But Black Ops 7 is trying to make a system closer to the BO1, BO2 days. Apparently it's live already, season 5. I haven't played Black Ops 7 in a few months, so maybe if you guys want to see that, leave a comment. Yeah, let's see some Black Ops 7 new playlist kind of thing. But I might hop on and try it out. We'll see how it feels. But they kind of get off of the skill-based matchmaking. I've been playing other shooters like Valorant. I don't know if Marvel Rivals counts as a shooter. I would assume it's like a hero shooter, but CS, Rainbow Six Siege, Apex, yada yada yada. And I've kind of come to this conclusion of not really, yeah, a conclusion of that maybe Call of Duty needs to get back to like a everyone starts at this equal base kind of thing. I know some people might sit there and be like, "Oh, get your skill up, this, that, and that," but that's not. Just hear me out real quick, okay? So in these older Call of Duties, you start off with like 65 FOV. Honestly, for me, it was hard to go from what I am now to 60, 65. It actually made me a bit nauseous at first, but after a couple of games, it was fine. Now I can go back and forth from games, and it's okay. But I know in Valorant, I believe CS:GO. I think Siege, you definitely have an FOV, but I think it goes. I think it caps at like 100, maybe 90, something like that. And then Marvel Rivals, there's no FOV. Like Val, Marvel Rivals, and CS, they have no FOV slider. They have a standard FOV, and it keeps everybody at like a equal playing field with that. It. I think Call of Duty would do great if they did that. Not a lot of people know how to properly do an FOV. Like, hold on, we'll get a little bit further into that in a second. But like, I feel like if they put everybody at like, let's say 90 or maybe 100, like a good middle ground. I think Valorant is 90 FOV. I feel like that's a good FOV to kind of keep everyone at a standard, so no one's at like a advantage with like how much they can see. Um, so I think that'd be really nice for I guess the competitive integrity, I would say, of Call of Duty. It just kind of making the settings. I think I should have said that part after this. I feel like making the settings a little bit more simple. I feel like having the amount of sensitivities that there are in modern COD is a bit much. I feel like if they kind of just bring it down to just make it like horizontal, vertical, and then maybe an ADS sensitivity, just those three. Don't I guess you can make it to where you can increment it just by like a smidge bit, like point one, point whatever, just so you can fine tune. I guess that's fine. But all the other ones like two time scope, this time scope, that time scope, this, and then you have all the settings with your visuals, especially on PC. Jeez Louise, man, there's so many things that you can tinker and mess with, and I feel like in a lot of situations it kind of puts certain platforms at a disadvantage. And I know there might be some people that come in, they're like, well, just go buy a PC. If you're that big if you're at that big of a disadvantage, go buy a PC. Not everybody can buy a PC. Yes, I know consoles are getting very expensive, but you can kind of find consoles pretty cheap at like a pawn shop or Facebook Marketplace. Hopefully, you don't kind of get ripped off at Facebook. But I don't know. I feel like people, or for Call of Duty to kind of grow again, to like bring people in, because I know a lot of people, I have friends that have stopped, or just people that I've just met in general, they kind of just stopped playing Call of Duty because the settings are too complicated. The gunsmith is too much. There's too many attachments, and they don't want to watch a YouTube video or several YouTube videos to figure out which settings are the best, which 80 attachments are the best. Like, it's just become way too much of a thing to get into Call of Duty, and I feel like that's kind of like beaten the what the older Call of Duty's kind of built on. It was a simple game. You can hop on, you can play with pretty much anyone. You can have good games, you can have bad games. You don't always have to be like super sweaty. You don't have to watch a cajillion videos. Now, granted, a lot of us did watch videos because, we like to know what you can, like, we like to know what classes people are rocking and stuff like that. But it didn't feel like a must. You know what I'm saying? It didn't feel like you have to go watch these videos. You have to go get a freaking bachelor's, master's in Call of Duty to kind of learn how to use certain weapon attachments or go into your settings. It was very simple, and it was easy for people to kind of get into the game and just enjoy it. It wasn't, oh, I have to just change all this stuff. And I feel like I'm starting to repeat, so let me cut myself off with that. And I feel like if they kind of just made all of that a little bit more simpler, and put us kind of like at a equal playing zone with like the whole sensitivity settings, FOV. Also, I feel like dead zones need to be kind of universal as well. Maybe do kind of like how Apex does, a like a small and a large. Like granted, you can go in, well, at least on PC, or if you have like a DualSense Edge on console, but like you can go in and change your dead zones. But like in Apex, you have small and large, and that's it. Uh, I feel like that's that's really good. Like you can have a smaller dead zone, and if you have stick drift, like most of us do, you can get a larger one. Um, I feel like that's just another way of kind of helping people kind of like get into it without all the crazy like point 0.5 or one dead zone on the left stick and 3 on the right stick kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I feel like if they kind of just put everyone more closer to like a starting point together, like an equal starting point, because obviously you got to have talent at the game. You got to be able to shoot, got to be able to know the map, spawns, whatever, how to control the recoil. Um, so I feel like having an even starting base is a good thing for Call of Duty and for newcomers. Um, there's a few like other extra things. I think the clutter and recoil in Call of Duty has gotten a bit ridiculous as well. Like I get that Call of Duty is trying to go ever since like Modern Warfare 2019, they've kind of went towards this more realism when it comes to the shooting. And honestly, I kind of like it. It makes me feel like my gun's like, you know, it's packing a punch, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like older Call of Duties kind of did the same thing with just the sound. Like sometimes you just get a gun and it just sounds like it's about to fucking rip someone a new one. And I feel like they've added all this clutter to with the recoil, explosions, flashbangs, the world shaking. Granted, yes, they were always shaking from like explosions back in the day, but it just didn't seem as aggressive as it does in these newer Call of Duty. So I would like for that to kind of get just toned down a bit. I know in my last video I talked about it, how they're trying to kind of like do what they want, but kind of dial it back in their own way. We'll have to play MW4 and see kind of like if it's good or not. But I guess you kind of have to just wait and see. And then I think the pick 10 system from just playing Black Ops 2, I think it's perfect. I know they said that it's too hard for some people to gather. I think the gunsmith is harder than the pick 10. I think pick 10 should come back. I feel like it gives people kind of the ability to build their classes however they want without the extreme complications of a gunsmith and the 42 attachments. One thing from a newer Call of Duty that seems to have people torn a lot is tac sprint. This is gonna be my last topic on this, and I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream because I feel like I've been yapping for a good while now. I think tac sprint should go away. I think tac sprint should either be a perk like it is in Black Ops 7 or just be gone altogether. I hate that it is the default sprint. It annoys me. Obviously I can get used to it. I've done it before. I just don't like it. I would prefer it to be gone. I like my just regular sprint. I like how the 07 did it. It's just perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here, man. I apologize for kind of just giving y'all a yapping video, but I kind of just wanted to talk Call of Duty with you guys. So leave a comment down below on some things that maybe from other Call of Duties or other shooters that you would like to see in future CODs. Maybe it's not in other shooters and it's just an idea that you have. Put it in the comments. I want to have some conversation with you guys down below and just kind of talk Call of Duty. So be sure to leave a comment, like the video if you do, subscribe if you're not. We're gonna have more Call of Duty videos go up, some Battlefield, Marvel Rivals, maybe some Siege, kind of just go up on the channel. So yo guys, take it easy. Love y'all.
That one hurt our reputation.